Jack Arnett was born in Alma, West Virginia, January 19, 1933. He was the second youngest of John and Bertha Arnett's children. His older brother was John, his older sister was Anne, and his younger sister was Phyllis.
So anyway, I guess the first thing would be how much he knew of his childhood back in West Virginia.
Well, don't know that much about when he was little.
I just know that he and my mom were really close, and
Yeah, they were. Well, they grew up together. Mom used to take him to church.
He was on the football team at Tyler County High School in Middleburn, West Virginia, where he graduated in 1953.
Do you know if he worked anywhere around Alma before he joined the military? Or?
He worked in Weirton in the steel mill for a while. He had basic training in Fort Knox, Kentucky. And from there, he was sent to Germany.
He arrived in Germany in 1953, but he didn't meet Marie until 1955.
After we met, I think we maybe went out a couple of times or 3 times before that. And then he went back to the States on leave. And when he came back from there, we started going steady. And we got married that following year, 56, February 56, and then we left in May of 56. And then we stayed with Mom and Dad for a while, for a month, and then we went to Fort Knox, Kentucky. And we were there to 1963.
Soon after they arrived at Fort Knox, there was a new addition to the family. Jackie was born in August of 56. Debbie was born while they were still living at Fort Knox in 1959. For Christmas of 1963, there was a new addition to the family. Brenda was born on December 12th.
Brenda wasn't born until 63.
Yeah.
And then she was 6 months old, we went to Germany. And we were there for not quite 2 years.
Yeah, the German Christmas music. And it would still be dark out, and he'd stick his head on the door, you know, and you'd hear this music, and you're kind of just waking up, and he'd go, Santa Claus was here. And it was all very magical when you went out there, and he'd have all the lights on and stuff, and the music going, and you know, it was just kind of, he made it that much more special.
64 went to Germany, 66 we came back.
Then you came to Fort Lewis.
Yeah, and we stayed in the quarters for 2 years. Then we bought the house in 68 in Spanaway. Because when we bought the house, that's why we bought the house. We had he had to go to Vietnam. We had to move out of quarters. He left in '69. Came back. Well, he came back a year later.
In 1969, Jack and Marie also got a divorce. But within a year, before he was even done with his tour in Vietnam, he came back on leave and they were remarried. As much as they wanted it to work, it didn't. And Jack went back for another tour in Vietnam and they were once again divorced in 1973. During his tour in Korea and his 2 tours in Vietnam, Jack accumulated quite a collection of medals and ribbons for his bravery. Those people that know him know that he's not the sort that would turn away from a fight, which in wartime is a really good thing. When he got back, he was asked to act as the senior advisor for the National Guard for the state of Montana. He started his new life in Montana with a new wife, Linda. Being in Montana, he was closer to his parents in West Virginia. Within a year of marrying Linda, Jack had a new son, Scotty. He was happy to share his love of fishing with Scotty. Did I mention that he loved fishing? After retiring, he spent a few years fishing before he and Linda decided that not only did they miss their family out here on the coast, but the educational opportunities for Scotty would be much better, so they decided to move back to Washington. They bought a house in Yelm, Washington. It's a house that has a big enough yard to accommodate one of the other things that he loves doing, which is gardening. He spent the remainder of his retirement surrounded by the people that he loved, being a part of their life with them being a part of his.
Some of them saw me in Miss Hollywood, all these pictures. You think so? No. I don't know, I'm out there.